Welcome back to the Flat World, everybody. It's episode 103. It's me, your buddy Mogswamp. Here I am. Oh, what's that in the back? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, we're on the brand new mountain. That's right. We finished off the mountain. It's looking so sweet. We got a little beach here. I did it all for the terraforming tutorial that we posted. So hopefully you guys have seen that. If not, go check it out. But yeah, I'm super happy with this mountain, but I also built up the bridge a little bit over by Withering Heights. So let's roll the footage. Oh wow, this looks so good, I think. Oh man, I'm so pleased with how the bridge came out, guys. This has just been on my to-do list forever and ever. And I knew it was gonna be pretty simple to build up, but it's just one of those things you keep putting off, you know what I mean? And man, I'm so glad I finally did it. It just looks so cool. And building the bridge inspired me to actually start building some other stuff too. So just to like sort of populate the area underneath, I built this little hut, sort of like the other market stalls we have in the other side of the city. And yeah, we've got like a little ceiling fan up here, little meat locker and little kitchen area. Who knows what they're selling? Oh wait, I know what they're selling. They're selling al pastor, barbacoa. Those some types of like street vendor meat, you know, that you might find down here where I live in Texas. And then salmon, tuna, tilapia, different types of fish. I bet it would be so good. I wish I could just live in this Minecraft world. I also built a little like picnic area up here. We got like a little trash can, some picnic benches, based on a design I saw somewhere on Instagram. Unfortunately, I don't have the post still, but I just sort of remembered how to build it up. And I think it's pretty cool. Like, can you imagine having a little lunch here and just like, you're right under the bridge. There's people bustling in this little market below. I think it's so cool. So eventually we're going to need a way to get up here to this level. Some sort of path that leads probably along here. So we have this little cutback that comes down. So probably we'll have a trail that goes up and then around so that you can get up to this level here. You might have noticed I spent 4 diamond blocks, which is not cheap on a flat world. It is very expensive to find diamonds because I can't mine for them. I basically have to, the majority of my diamonds these days come from end runs, so just looting the end dimension. So it's a pretty good way to get diamonds, but still, 4 diamond blocks, not cheap. So hopefully you guys think it looks cool. Hopefully it was worth it. But it's absolutely amazing to me how much of a difference just this mountain and the bridge made to like the overall cohesiveness of this world. Like now when I'm flying through here, it just feels so like well thought out. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but like it used to just be like a square of grass and then like bridges going out to different areas, but they really weren't connected in any way. And with all the terraforming we've done, we've really just like tied the whole thing together into one giant gigabase, and it feels so good. I gotta say, I'm very excited to keep working on it. I've worked on a few other things here and there, like for example, I have been experimenting with doing some like water plants over here, which I think are kind of cool. Like just putting leaves in the water and then these stalks that come up and like these sort of like tree things. I think it looks really cool, especially from afar. It gives the whole area like a really jungly sort of vibe to it that I think works really well. So that's one of the things I've been playing with. I've also just been trying to set up some of the staircases around the city because after doing the cemetery, And this staircase here, I just like, I don't know. I got myself on a staircase kick. I like doing stairs. And so I finally added a staircase right over here so that we finally have a way to get from this level to this level, because sometimes I would respawn without my elytra, like in that bed over there where I like to sleep. And I just like had to pillar up every time. It was super annoying. So this took like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and it came out great. Like, definitely should have done that a long time ago. And then you may have even noticed that we also got in a staircase right over here behind our little market stall. That's just pretty straightforward, more of like a stone like city staircase that you would expect here. But yeah, hopefully eventually my goal for this world is that it will all be walkable. You know, not that we're going to do that very often because I love my elytra, but I do want everything to feel connected and feel like you could just walk around it with no wings. And yeah, because that's how real cities function. So we need people to be able to get around. And then another thing I started working on is just this beach area. I wanted to just try and establish like a little build style. And I saw this tiki bar on Instagram. I loosely copied the design and sort of made my own tweaks to get it exactly how I wanted it. But I think it's a really cool idea to just put like a little tiki bar. You sit at these bar stools and we've got our drinks here, and the bartender can just come up here and serve all the people. And so I think I want to make like a beach hotel and like a lounge, maybe a couple beach houses all on here. So yeah, that's an area I'd like to flesh out soon. I don't know if we'll do it this episode or what, but I just wanted to sort of experiment with the build style with this little tiki bar, and so far I'm really happy with how it looks. And yeah, I was just doing a little experimentation with some of the cool characters you can put on the signs. But anyways, guys, after all that terraforming and stuff, I was in a very redstone-y mood, and so I decided to try to build up a few farms here. And the first one I tried to tackle is a quick moss farm, which basically how it works is there's a stone generator here. The stone gets pushed forward, which crushes the moss, and then every couple seconds, this dispenser full of bone meal's this blossmock, which causes the moss to spread down to here. And then the water opens up and washes all the drops away into this little stream, and then we're gonna have it basically go and fill up this compost so that it can run infinitely and just keep making its own bone meal. And the leftover moss and moss carpets and azalea bushes and stuff will all go into a little storage system. The reason I haven't finished it off yet is because one little part of the farm isn't working, and that's this piston setup. And I just don't have the redstone know-how to understand how this is supposed to work and why it's not working. Because I think it's weird stuff with like quasi-connectivity and just janky stuff like that. So I need help from my friend Redstone CPU to just figure out what's going on with it. But after I get that figured out, hopefully we can sort of hide it in a really nice brick building here. And sort of just like we did with the bee farm, just like make it its own building that also has like a little farm hidden within. So I'm looking forward to that. And speaking of the bee farm, I figured out by spending so much time over here that all the bees must have died because this thing is no longer working, which is honestly, it makes me pretty mad because there's just no way the bees could have died. I think it's literally just like a glitch. Even the bees in this little room are dead now, and there's just nothing that can kill them around here. So it's very frustrating. It's going to take me a long time to get those bees back in the system. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again once I decide to finally fix this, but I'll probably not bother fixing it until I start to run low on honey and honeycomb and stuff like that. And then last but not least, remember I said I was in a redstone-y mood. I built up this little automatic tree farm, and I have not tested it out yet. I'm very, very nervous about this. I think I'll test it out on camera with you guys. But yeah, this took forever to build up, and I think it's going to be one of those things that just speeds up resource gathering so much for us, which is awesome. There's a few more projects like this that I need to do around here to where we can just get a ton of materials really fast. And then once we have that infrastructure, it'll just be so much easier to build massive building projects like this city down here and just put up houses faster and faster because we just won't have to grind as hard for the materials. This thing can do oak, birch, jungle, and spruce trees all in the same farm. And basically you go down into here, you spam right click, and that places the saplings, and they all get filtered down into here, and this is like a TNT blast chamber. So I've loaded it with a ton of bone meal. I've loaded it with over a double chest of TNT, so it should be able to run for a long time. And yeah, now I'm just nervous to try it out, because when you're doing stuff with TNT, there's always the small chance it could all just go horribly wrong and blow up. There's like lots of complex redstone here that I don't really understand, so if it doesn't work, I'm not going to be super sure how to fix it. So, oh God, wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Oh God, I went grocery shopping. I checked this another like 2 times. I don't think I can put this off any longer. I think I just need to try this thing, and hopefully it works first try. Please, please, please. Okay, we're gonna put down our sapling, open the barrel. The machine turns on. Okay, the push part is working. The trees are growing. It's getting pushed forward. Yeah, the wood's feeding through. Oh, this looks promising. Oh no, I don't think it's working. Oh no. What is it doing? I don't know what it's doing. Oh, I thought it was working. I was so excited. Yes, dude. Yes, yes. It's working. Look at this. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I was so worried. It turns out I think I was missing 1 piston. One little stupid little piston. This guy right here. This little rascal right here. Oh my God, I'm so happy, dude. Oh, because if it just like didn't work and I copied everything perfectly, I would have no idea how to fix this thing. So yeah, turn this thing on. Start shooting out the saplings for us. Hold right click, and we can just keep spamming like that, and eventually it'll get low enough that it sets off a TNT. Let's see if we hear it in the background. There it is, baby! Bing, bang, kablamo! And it's all down there. Filing in. I think I'm gonna have to replace this hopper with like a water stream system, because I don't think it's fast enough to get all the wood if this thing's running at full speed. But for now, it's good. Oh man, I'm just so happy it works. I'm so happy this thing works, dude. Holy crap. So now we just got to figure out what's wrong with our moss farm, which shouldn't be too bad to fix. And yeah, we'll have 2 working farms for this episode. So now that this thing's working, I am tasked with making it beautiful. Somehow I got to hide this thing in a building, make it look like a big lumber yard or something like that, make it look really pretty. So that'll be interesting. We'll see if I can pull that off, but dang, I'm just so happy this thing works, dude. I'm so pleased right now. You have no idea. This thing's gonna make gathering resources so much faster. So guys, I'm gonna get to work on trying to beautify this thing a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe we have like a little tower over here that has a rope bridge going across to here, so that we have a way to walk from our main base all the way to Salacia, which I think would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on all that, and hopefully I'll touch base with y'all when I have something done. Okay, I think I've got a pretty good start here, but yeah, I could only get so far before I just decided to hop over into Creative World, and I'll show you guys that in a sec. But yeah, we've got the look starting to come together, and also I made this little tower here, and we've got this little rope bridge, but you'll see what I did with it in creative, so let's hop over there real quick. Okay, yeah, so with the rope bridge, you can see in creative mode I've decided to slant it, which I think it makes it a lot more dynamic, and I think I've got a decent like curve going to it. I think it looks pretty good. And then I've got the look and feel of this place like totally worked out. So whenever I'm doing something like this in creative mode, I usually don't build out the whole thing. I just kind of get as much as I need to do before I feel comfortable switching into survival mode. And I think I'm at that point where I'm ready to dive back into survival again and yeah, try and start building this up. So in order to do that, I had to get the purple terracotta that I used in the build. And I got so lucky. My second villager that I tried, I got a guy who was selling purple terracotta. Really, really lucky considering there's like 16 different colors of terracotta that it could have been. So second try, I got it, which was awesome. And so I've been trading with this guy for a while today. And how much do I have at the moment? Here we go. Almost 2 stacks so far. So that's not enough, but I'm just going to keep trading with this guy and start building this up in the meantime. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. Okie dokie, my beautiful little artichokies. Happy Thanksgiving. A lot has changed here on the Flat World. I was just enjoying my family's company over Thanksgiving for the past 3 days or so I didn't get to play a lot. But tonight, I finally got home and played a whole bunch of Minecraft and got some stuff done that I really want to show you guys. So we're back in survival mode, and you can see I've basically built up the majority of this building now, and I think it looks so cool. From the decoration on the roof to this tower here, the chimney, this cool crane thing with all these wheels and cogs going around. I just think it's the right feel for what I was going for, which is like a big old industrial lumber factory from another time, you know, the 1800s or something. Industrial Revolution, kind of steampunky, I don't know, all the above. And you can see I also made that adjustment that I showed you guys in the creative world where now our rope bridge is nice and diagonal, which I just think, again, is so much more dynamic than just going in a straight line, because before it was just straight across. This is so boring. You know, in real life has curves and diagonals and exciting angles. But anyways, you can see there's still some parts missing. I gotta finish this little face of the building, and then I also need to do the back here. The back is a sight for sore eyes. That's not how you use that expression, is it? Well, you know what I mean. But aside from building up just the decorative parts of this build, I have done a whole ton of work on just like the internal infrastructure of this thing, just to get it working smoothly. So let's go check it out. So when you walk through the door here, we now have this protected area because I was getting mob bombed, and if a creeper blew up in this thing, I would be beside myself. In fact, I know for a fact I would be beside myself because it happened multiple times, but luckily during the process of building this, I've been making tons and tons of frequent backups so that anytime a creeper went off in here, I would just load the latest backup and get back to work. I definitely recommend, if you're doing a huge complex redstone project like this, that especially one that you don't really understand, you better be making frequent backups, because if that thing gets messed up or creepered, then you're not gonna know how to put it back together. But anyways, yeah, we've got this whole station where we can turn the farm on using this barrel. We plant the saplings there, and then we've got this switch. If we want to do oak wood, we need this double piston extender to come down and place that glass block right there so that the oak trees don't grow too tall. So that's what that switch is for. And then we can come down this little hole, and you can see I've got this whole room built up, which I think came out kind of cool. So this takes all the drops from the farm and sorts them all into the 4 different types of wood. So we got our spruce. Is that spruce? I think I put dark oak in those frames. That's not right. Oh, I guess that is spruce. It just looks dark. I don't know why. Where was I? As I was saying, we got spruce, birch, jungle, and oak. And it all just automatically sorts into these chests down here. And you can see we got tons of storage, so we won't run out anytime soon. We've also got some overflow for the unsorted items. I think even 3 sorters isn't enough for all the drops that come down at once sometimes. So once in a while, you'll get some wood backed up into these chests as well. And you can just manually sort that if that happens. And then all the saplings and sticks are getting sorted down into here. The ones that are left over, that is. Anything that ends up into the feed for those items and doesn't get sorted can just go into this chest. Looks like we got some rotten flesh that fell in there. And then we have the bone meal refillification station right here. So yeah, it should be super easy access for me to just refill the whole system with bone meal. I love the way this room came out. It's just all very streamlined and nice. And then we got a little bit of a bubble vader just to take us back up to the surface. So yeah, guys, that's the wood farm. The technical portions are done. And yeah, now I just gotta finish decorating the back and this side of it here. But other than that, this system's pretty much done. So I'm really happy The only trees we didn't get in there are obviously the nether trees, acacia, and then the dark oak, which we'll have to make separate farms for. But yeah, at least for now, this is going to really, really help us out. And then I did manage to also get in contact with Redstone CPU, who was able to spot the issue with this little moss farm in seconds. It's basically just a row of redstone torches under here that I was missing, and you can see why I missed it. They're very hard to spot, and I basically just copied this farm from an Ilmango video, and it didn't have a tutorial, it didn't have any sort of world download, so I was just using my eyeballs to copy everything, and it's very hard to spot those torches, and he never really came around to the backside of the farm in his video, so that's why I missed him. But now that they're in place, the whole thing's working perfectly, and I can actually demonstrate that. If I come over and hit this little flippy switch, ah! Ooh, we can climb back up our brand new staircase. So nice. So nice. All right, let's flip that switch. That'll set this farm off. And you can see that, just as we said, the stone gets pushed forward, crushes these moss blocks, all the items land on top. Every few seconds, the water stream carries all the items down. They get launched in this bubble vader, and then some of those items come into this composter to feed the system with more bone meal so that it's self-sufficient. And all the leftover items drop off this little hole down here. And I've already got the sorting system all hooked up for that. So let's go check it out. It's just down here. So no fancy room for this yet, but you can see we've got 4 slots for the moss blocks, the carpet, the azalea, and then I think seeds are what get filtered into here once in a while. But we haven't had any of those yet, so maybe it's just a free spot. Who knows? But yeah, you can see the rest of it is filtering properly, and you can even see the moss pouring in as we speak. It's working great. So that's just going to be really nice to have, mostly for the moss, but also for the other stuff. You know, the moss carpets are really nice for hiding lights under and stuff like that. And just for terraforming in general, this is going to be awesome. And we've obviously got our overflow chests here, just in case any miscellaneous items land inside there. And yeah, so now all that's left is to do a similar thing with this farm like we did with our wood farm, and just sort of decorate it up. We gotta make a beautiful brick building, brick factory to house this moss farm. Thanks again, Redstone CPU, for always being there to help me with all my redstone troubles. And believe me, there are a lot of redstone troubles. But guys, this was a massive amount of work to pull this off, so I really hope you've enjoyed the episode so far. I think I'm about getting ready to end the episode, but I realized something a little fun. You see, when I was working on this wood farm over here, I had to make a ton of backups. And when I was in my backup folder, I just got curious, you know, sort of scrolled down the list, looked at what other backups I have, and I just so happened to have a backup almost exactly a year ago. Right now, as I'm recording this, it is the 28th of November, and I have a backup from the 29th of November, 2020. So I thought it might be kind of fun to just load that backup up real quick and fly around, see how the world has changed in just the past year. So yeah, I thought a good place to make the switch would be down by our map. So let's go stand in front of our map, and it's a good time to stand there as well because I can update it to reflect all the stuff we've worked on this episode. So yeah, here we go. First things first, I'm gonna update it so that it's got our wood farm over here, our little rope bridge, and of course our new farm that replaced our netherwart farm that never really worked. So let me just, I usually stand on the middle of this block. Let's see, line up in the center. Look at this green arrow, the tippy tip, and then magically we will switch. And cool, dude. Look at that. Oh, and you can even see the wheel that goes, that like big cog that controls the crane from the top. This is super cool. And the rope bridge looks cool going across there. Wow. And then yeah, we've got our new farm over here. Obviously doesn't look too pretty yet. Because the building hasn't been built, but that's awesome. Cool, so keep this giant map in your head. We're going to do another switcheroo, so let's make sure we're all lined up. Line up to here, and let's go back in time to November 29th, 2020. Whoa, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. This isn't anything like it looks now. In fact, the map's not even the same size. And where'd all our beautiful terraforming go? Wait a minute, don't tell me this is what my world looked like a year ago. I mean, this is pathetic. Where's all my stuff? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Where, my beautiful world. Salacia is just a floating cube. So it looks like I had finished the outer rings of the world, but I don't think that was on the map. I guess I just must not have updated the map yet. Oh, but the Spider Cathedral's gone. Oh, and this side of the world's just wide open. Oh my god. You could just fly right in. Wow, I forgot about that. Okay, and there's a lot less farm. Oh, in fact, we don't even have any of the ice system for this thing. We still have the old storage system that couldn't keep up. Look at it, it's all jammed up, full of junk. So we fixed that. Yeah, I mean, the most obviously striking thing is just Salacia has gone from just a cube of water with a building in it to a absolutely massive terraforming wonder. And it's just incredible how small Salacia looks when it's just a little cube like this. Because with all the terraforming around it, it just looks so much more massive. You can see that this part of the city's not here. I had it all planned out. But, yeah, I haven't even started. Oh, and look at my shulker boxes. They're all just disorganized. This makes me want to throw up. What is going on here? Oh, my God. This is chaos. Anarchy. Madness. How did I live like that? All my mountains are gone. The beautiful bridge we built is gone. And our new mountains, too. Oh, my God. This is devastating. Imagine if this is... Oh, and I just realized the center building's just gray. We've just got a gray castle. No exciting blue. Oh my... Look how boring it used to look. Just stone bricks all the way up the side. Oh, the Nether. We gotta check out the Nether because all the work I've done in the past few episodes will be gone. Let's go see. Oh! My Nether! My beautiful Nether! It's just a portal. Where's my viewing platform? Usually I stand right up here on this natural viewing platform. There should be a giant hole with a big castle here. I mean, granted, even in my current world, it's not quite finished yet. I'll get around to it, I swear, guys, but wow. This is pretty cool. It's actually incredible how much I did in just 1 year, and I think it really goes to show how crazy that shulker boxes and elytra have been for my world, because keep in mind, I was only able to get to the end because of a glitch in 1.16.1 where strongholds began to generate in flat worlds, and yeah, because of that, I now have the shulker boxes and the elytra, and so this was my first full year with shulker boxes and elytra because I first had access to them in, July 2020? So yeah, we've had them for, a year and a half now? Almost, not even. And it really goes to show how much you can really get done with shulker boxes and elytra thrown into the mix, because without them, everything just takes so much longer. This was a cool trip down memory lane, but it's kind of freaking me out. I miss all the progress that I've done. So let's go back. Let's go back now. Truly so much better. Oh my gosh. Night and day. I mean, seriously, guys, if you really think about it, everything you see here for the most part is all new to the past year, which is just really crazy to think about. It makes me excited to wonder how my world's going to look in November 2022. Hopefully I can keep making amazing progress, and hopefully I still have your amazing support, because I couldn't do it without you guys. Seriously, without you guys I just wouldn't be motivated to keep working on this world. So yeah, I really do work on this world just to be able to show you guys at the end of the day. This has been such an awesome episode. I'm still so happy with my bridge. I think it's such a great addition to the world. And yeah, obviously that wood farm's going to be amazing. So good to have you back, Spider Cathedral. I missed you. And yeah, I think a good place to end off the episode will be just to go visit our nether build, because we haven't been there this episode. There we are. So much better than just crazy chaotic basalt deltas. We've actually got a nether base, and it looks so cool. But we really should finish this. So maybe I'll go back to working on that. I mean, I really needed a break from the nether, but it might be time to go back. It might be time to finish this thing off next episode. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun this episode. And yeah, happy holidays, everybody. Hopefully you had a happy Thanksgiving if you're one of my United States of America viewers. Yeehaw, brother. And if not, happy holidays. I hope you get to see your family, have some good food this holiday season. And yeah, maybe I can squeeze in one more Flat World episode before the year is over. We'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice life. Bye.